related content. We are in our new pickup, which is the Mercedes X-Class 350, and we're heading down towards North Devon coast for a long weekend of camping, wild camping. So the reason for this vlog is we are heading to Latitude Tents, and they are Rome in Somerset. So we're going to meet Charlie, who owns Latitude Tents, and have our new roof tent fitted. So it's some really exciting stuff. We're going to be exploring. Kind of haven't really got a plan where we're going to go. Just kind of see where we fancy. Hopefully the weather gets a bit better because it's looking pretty grey at the moment. But the forecast for the rest of the weekend looks sunny. So we've just had a McDonald's and all ready to go now, so we'll catch up next when we get there. So we've just arrived here at Latitude Tents and the weather's still a bit gloomy. It's warm, which is the main thing, and it's not raining. But yeah, we've just met Charlie and we have just seen the tent briefly. I'll spin you around and then you can see what we're doing. So this is the tent. Packs away really nicely with this nice waterproof cover. We're going to fit some roof bars at the moment to go up here, but at the long term we're going to have something on the back, and then it will obviously sit nice and flush with the body of the pickup. But obviously for now that will go up there somewhere here. So we have just got the roof tent on, still needs to be secured down, but I shall introduce you to Charlie, who's now in the middle of moving all the bits and bobs that we need to secure the roof tent down. So, Charlie,
yeah,
hello.
So, hi there.
How are we?
Yeah, all good, thanks, all good.
Good.
Yeah, we're just about to bolt the tent down. It's relatively simple, it's just these eight bolts and these sliders and some mounting plates, so you fix each corner and then tighten it up and you're good to go.
Brilliant. So tell us about these tents then. What got you into designing and making these tents?
So I'm sort of a bit of a lover of getting outdoors as well as my cars and stuff, so I'd done a bit of travelling before and seen and used some pre-existing roof tents, and it didn't really feel like there was a really good quality product for a good price. So yeah, set about sort of developing our own model.
Yep. So how long have you been established now?
We launched July last year, which was 2020. So
perfect timing then now with COVID and everybody camping and all the staycations.
Yeah, if you want a staycation, road trip.
Absolutely perfect. So we've just been talking about how the roof tent is so diverse and what kind of vehicles it fits on. So obviously we've got it on something big like this, but what kind of vehicles has people come along with?
All sorts, yeah. So I mean we've had from the likes of big trucks down to tiny little Fiat 500s, minis.
It's mad.
Sports cars, a Porsche 911 the other day. So
I'll tag the Instagram on here, probably put it as a link down here, and then you can have a look at other examples of what cars have had tents fitted. So anything with it, is it upwards of 55 kilo?
Yeah, so as long as the load rating's over 55 kilos and you can fit some roof bars, you're good to go. Good to go.
And then obviously you can use it for anything, any kind of wild camping, any kind of trekking, what you name it, cycling.
Yeah, that's it.
Track days, we'll probably use ours for track days and a lot of just normal staycation kind of breaks, but yeah, you can literally use them for anything. So anyway, we will get back to fitting and I'll update you. Right then, so how do we open it? that again. So in there has a handy little pocket with...
Pocket there, yeah, with what we call window poles in, so they're just tucked out the way.
Yep.
These essentially are positive material for your windows.
Right, so we're going to see how quickly these two can put this down. Are we ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, go. Stop.
Under 4.5 minutes.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive to put away a whole tent in under 4.5 minutes.
Yeah, that's the first time doing it.
Considering that's his first time doing it, I think that's pretty impressive. So we've just turned up at Minehead and we've stopped for some dinner. I say dinner, it's more like an early, well, late lunch kind of dinner. We've gone for fish and chips and we're now sat on the back of the truck and we're looking at the sea. It's a little bit grey, it's not too cold. Hoping the sun comes out in a bit, but yeah. The only thing is, I don't know where it is, he's somewhere over there, but he has forgotten his clothes, so he's now in a t-shirt and shorts for the weekend, unless we go to Tesco's or Michelin or something to find him some new clothes. So that'll be rather interesting, but he's going to be cold tonight, I reckon. So our first location is at the Exmoor National Park, and we actually discovered some other wild ponies there. They had other ideas when I wanted to come and say hello. They weren't really too interested, but pretty awesome to see them up close. Never really seen wild ponies before. I'm sure they probably do belong to somebody, but yeah, these guys are pretty awesome. And yeah, there's the truck over there. Eddie can't resist having a good look when he walks away.
You're so good. You're so good.
So we've just found our first camp spot and it's absolutely beautiful. Let me show you. Good morning, we're now all packed up after our first night's sleep in the tent and it was a really good night. We slept really well. The tent inside is kind of a bit bigger than a double bed. It's really spacious, and obviously it's got beautiful views, and the mattress is really comfortable. However, we were woken up about midnight with the most crazy winds. Due to the location we were literally on the cliff edge, so the sea winds were pretty harsh at, you know, midnight, 1 o'clock. So we were awake for a little while. But other than that, we fell straight asleep again and had a really, really good night's sleep. So off we are now, going to explore. So coming up the ladder, we have a shoe bag, which is probably one of the most useful pieces of equipment on this tent, because coming up the ladder, obviously when, for example, if it's been raining or it's slightly muddy or sandy, you don't want to be putting your shoes in the tent. So you can sit up on here and pop your shoes in this quick Velcro bag. Obviously it's waterproof. Absolute lifesaver, so that's been really well thought out. So coming up the ladder, we've got these clips here, and they're on pretty much every single step. Now those clips will enable you to extend or, you know, higher or lower with the height of the ladder, so it depends on what kind of ground you're on. Then coming up here, one of the smallest details I really like is he has designed the Latitude logo on all the little pull toggles, and also they're made from plastic, so instead of metal, so they don't, you know, tap against each other in the wind and make any noise. They're completely silent, which is nice. We also have the lovely logo here. Adventure starts here. Now coming inside, every single window has a fly net. So we make sure all of those are closed at the moment, because where we are there's quite a few midges. But once we're inside, as you can see here, excuse the messy covers, but it's huge in here. It's big, slightly bigger than a double bed. So we sleep very well. It's got a foam mattress, which is probably, I'm not sure how thick that is, but I don't know, 2 inches thick. Now that stays inside the tent whilst you're travelling, and you can also keep your bedding in here as well. And when you fold it all up, it kind of compresses it together and sandwiches it together, and it makes it really handy, so you haven't got to worry about getting your bedding in and out of the car each time, because it all stays nice in here. So inside we also have the main 3 windows. You've got your main door, each side window which can be held out with these metal rods, the main front window, and the side. Now what we've found is when it's really hot outside, we keep the 2 windows at the top closed, as that stops the sun coming in. But all these windows open, which allows the breeze to come right through and keeps it really cool, especially when it's really hot outside. Now the 2 windows at the top, these will fully open to a fly net, and they also have a waterproof cover over the top, so you could actually remove the whole waterproof cover, then open the fly nets and these, and then you could probably sunbathe in it or stand up out, whatever you want to do, but you can get outside from the top of the tent. Also inside the tent we have some handy pockets, which are both sides. So if you've got your keys or your phone, you don't want to lose it in the tent, that keeps everything together, which is really useful. Every window is full of these plastic toggles, so you can roll and fold each layer up, each membrane up. Then another thing which I find really clever about this tent design is the main ribs of the tent, as you can see here, they're covered in their own fabric. I think that's a brilliant idea, because a tent that I've been in before, I didn't have this, and these are the main things that condensate, and they are absolutely full of water in the morning. Whereas now, because these are covered, they're not soaking wet and they don't drip on you. So overall ventilation in the tent's really, really good. There is a little pocket up there which allows for ventilation. We obviously keep these open as well, and then keep the main flaps open, and then these are probably half the way done up, so we do allow some ventilation, and it hasn't really been wet in here at all. So overall we're really, really pleased with the tent, as you can literally just set up, as you can see here, wherever, and camp in some of the most amazing locations. Anyway, so this is now the end of our Latitude Tents video. I hope you've enjoyed watching it. We have both thoroughly enjoyed our first trip away in this awesome tent. It has been really, really well thought out, and I honestly can't recommend it anymore. So if you'd like one of these for yourselves, have a look at the links below, and please comment below what you think. Have you any thoughts about this? And yeah, please like and subscribe. Thank you.